Hi everyone, Rabbi Jenny Solomon from Raleigh, North Carolina, coming to you with this mincha moment, a moment for pause and centering and hopefully inspiration, connection this afternoon. So in this week's Torah portion, Toldot, we learn about Rebecca, who actually gives us sort of a grand moment in the experience of inner conflict. So in Rebecca's case, it says, Yitrotzutzu habanim b'kirba. She has these two twins that are struggling within her womb. Already the experience of this inner struggle of these two little souls to be, she finishes that sentence is completed with Im kain lama anochi, lama ani. If this is so, why am I? What is this? What am I for? So it's a sort of existential question that emerges from this experience of inner conflict. And though most of us are not parents of twins or have not brought twins into this world, most of us know the experience inside of our bodies to feel an internal conflict, to feel a sort of inner struggle. And one of the things that we can do in our meditation practice, in our spiritual practice, is to train in our capacity to be with that struggle, be with that internal conflict. And the way that it connects that sort of the twins struggling in the womb with the second part of the sentence, Im kain lama ani, if so, what is this for? Why am I? What am I experiencing? I think that our meditation practice, our spiritual contemplative practice, we have an opportunity as we train in being with our experience to have that help lead us to answering that question. What is the healing that we need? What is our deeper purpose? What is the greater thing, the greater knowing, the greater next step that we are being called to? And so there are 3 different ways that I think we can do this training work. And the first is to breathe. So when we are feeling this internal conflict inside of ourselves, this pain, this fear, this indecision, this quality of feeling stuck. Maybe we feel something, 2 sort of different possibilities in tension with one another. Can we breathe with that experience to gain some space, a little bit of distance, not disconnection, but a little bit of healthy space so that we can be with what's happening? That's the first step, is to breathe. And the second is to stop pretending that what we know we're experiencing, just to give ourselves permission to feel that. I don't know about you, but for me, I know that when I feel struggle and conflict on the inside, the first several unconscious steps are to avoid, to reorient, to numb or get lost in something else, to escape. All kinds of creative things that the mind and body will do to pretend that something else other than what we know to be happening is happening. And then the third is to stop fighting, to stop resisting that thing that we know that is happening on the inside. And I think that Rivka actually models this quite courageously for us in this week's Torah portion. These children are wrestling in my womb, and I don't know why. I have a child who's had more than his fair share of physical challenges this year. And sometimes he'll say, it's not fair. And of course, I have such a strong instinct as a parent to be like, life's not fair. You think this isn't fair. Think about how much worse it could be. I mean, all kinds of things to just resist the feeling that he's experiencing, that this is hard. This is hard. And I don't have an easy answer. But here's my experience. My experience is that when I breathe, and I stop pretending, and I stop resisting what I know to be happening on the inside, that experience, the knowledge that I gain, the wisdom that I can extrapolate, the deeper knowing of my own intimate experience in this life, in this world, helps guide me towards the healing, the answers, and the wisdom that I need to gain. And it's not always an easy solution, and it doesn't always happen on my timeline and in a moment. But it does tend to move in that direction. So I want to close just by saying that these moments, the grand moment that Rebecca models for us with the huge drama of Jacob and Esau sort of coming to be and wrestling in her womb is a beautiful and powerful narrative, one that has lasted thousands of years. But I think it offers for us a kind of blueprint for our own experience of inner wrestling, of working with conflict inside the body. And so my hope for myself and for all of you is that we continue to trust the wisdom of the body, to trust our own inner guide, however we name that, define that, and that when we do drop into the body and allow breath and truth to arise, to trust that in time, our willingness to be with that experience will help guide us towards whatever the next steps are in our journey. Wishing everyone peace. Shalom.